So this video is going to be about blended families. And what do I mean about blended families? Nowadays, we're living in a time where mum, dad and children is not always the case. So the nuclear family that once was, and what sometimes society portrays, is not the case nowadays, because relationships break up, people move on, and then they go on to start new families. One of the things that we don't often do well sometimes with being in a blended family is look at when somebody moves on into a new relationship, the impact of those who are affected by it. So children who are from the previous relationship and, you know, maybe their dad and mum are no longer together, and then their father moves on to a new relationship. Then their dad then enters a new relationship with a lady and starts a new family. That child can often feel abandoned, feel rejected, feel angry at their dad and their mum for no longer being that family unit. It's really important to look at how you end that very civil and in a manner that when your child sees the two of you together, it's not, you know, always like toxic and tension and, you know, aggressive, and how you communicate with each other is going to be real vitally important for that child, especially when that child grows and develops, and how they form relationships going forward. And when you then enter into your new relationship and start a new family, it's important to try and ensure that that child who was from the previous relationship still feels that actually dad hasn't just abandoned me and moved on into a new relationship. He still does love me and we still will see each other, and I've just got an additional family. And I'm currently reading a really good book actually called Blended, and it was written by Swiss Beats. Swiss Beats is now married to Alicia Keys and his ex-wife and him, and it's really, really good looking at how the two women, Alicia Keys and Swiss Beats' ex-wife, managed themselves as women. And can I just speak to the women? I'm a woman, and you know what we're like, ladies. We come with lots of complex stuff sometimes, and I feel how I'm reading this book and seeing how these two women, and these are celebrities, let's keep it real, these are celebrities that I like it when celebs set good examples, and this book is a really good example of how two women put their differences aside and focus solely on the children. You've got to realise that when a child is from a previous relationship and you're now in a relationship, you are taking on a man with a child, and it's like the opposite. If you as a woman have children and then you meet a man, that man is taking on you and your children or your child. Think about who else is impacted by this, because as human beings sometimes we can be quite self-centered and quite selfish, and we really do put our needs first. It's important to really take into consideration the needs of others that are going to be affected by the choices that we make.